from the streets of Cincinnati, welcome to the jungle! Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah, stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move dancing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo ball 'em, never stop it till the beast of feasting on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move dancing on? Now who wanna move on? Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the first team that was mentioned today in signing a free agent, the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know about you guys. That fired me to blank up. Anyway, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,529 subscribers. That is awesome. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. So if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Please go to Sports with Strawberry Ice on YouTube. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, like I did earlier today, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you like to support what I'm doing or make sure your comment gets read, or if you got a question, make sure it gets read, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And if you guys have a business or anything like that that you'd like to sponsor my show, DM me sometime on Twitter. We'll work something out, and you could sponsor the Ice Cave as well. All right, guys, I am very, very excited. The Bengals did some big stuff today. They signed 2 interior linemen. We got to keep B.J. Hill. This is awesome. I don't think they're done yet. I think we got some more stuff coming, but I'm excited about it. I don't want to talk about the Reds. I'll tell you that right now. They done pissed me off so bad. They traded Wink, one of my favorite players, Gino, another one of my favorite players, traded them for the Mariners for nobody. I don't want to talk about the Reds. I don't think I'm going to go to a game, just to let you know. but let's talk Bengals. And let's get in my boy here. My seat neighbor, he's from Bengals and Brews. Check out their podcast. He's none other than Dale Altman. Dale, what's going on, brother?
Today, man. What a great day to be a Bengals fan.
You
Great
are not
day.
kidding, dude. I'm so freaking ecstatic.
I could never have predicted that I could have just 12:01 refreshed Twitter and seen a Bengals signing that quick. That was awesome.
I mean, I thought if it was going to happen, it was going to be Ryan Jensen. And that's kind of where last night when Tom Brady came back, I mean, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of happy for my wife. You know, her quarterback came back. Then I'm like, oh, crap. I said, well, there probably goes Jensen. And then it felt like 10 minutes later, Jensen's gone. I kind of like, my heart kind of sunk. I'm like, all right, well, we might not hear a whole lot tomorrow because they might not sign anybody till like Tuesday, I thought, because it's kind of what they've done the last 2 years. Nope. Right off the bat, bang, you got Alex Koepka, 4 years, $40 million for an interior lineman. I think that's the most they've ever paid. For an interior lineman.
I mean, I remember Clint Bowling got a pretty decent deal, and I think the average value was $5 or $6 million. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, this is the average annual value of $10 million. So they went out and they spent money. They needed interior line. They went out and got interior line.
Yeah. Royal Flush Terriers being silly. They did not sign the Castellanos. I would be very happy, but that would not make any sense at all for what the Threads did today. Anyway, so we followed that up with Ted. How we're going to say his name? Karras?
Ted Karras.
Ted Karras. All right. So, and I think he is a really good bang for your buck. He can play both guard spots and center, and he's done both of them extremely well. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll probably play him at center, and it looked like he only got $5 million guaranteed. So it may even be like a 1-year deal, and let's see how he does. I don't know. I mean, they signed him 3 years, $18 million, but the guaranteed money was only $5 million. So that could mean, hey, we're going to see how he does and go from there.
Yeah, exactly. And I got
Good day, Augie.
Let me bring this up here real quick because I got some. This just and I know some people don't like PFF. I'm a big PFF guy. I just want to go over what their grades out here. Like so, you can see Spain, which hopefully Spain put out the winky face emoji. So I don't know if that means he's going to be signed or not, but he hasn't heard anything. But
Malik Wright gave back a winky face emoji for somebody that showed him that. So who knows what that means? You just never know.
Yeah, but Spain was 43rd out of 82. Jackson Carr was 67th. Hakeem Adeniji was 81st. Now, the two guys who signed today, Ted Karras is 15th with a 72.9 grading, and Alex Koepka is 71.9. He's 8th. That's it. Or excuse me, 18th. That's
and Alex Kappa, boom, comes right in right away, starting right guard. I mean, there's not even a conversation about that. Now Ted Karras, he could play left guard or center. This kind of opens up the draft. If you don't sign anybody else, there's his grades as a left guard. He also grades very similar as a center. And in a pinch, if you need him to play right guard, if heaven forbid something happened to Kappa, then he can play that too. He's played all three at a very, very solid level. I mean, compared to the grades like Adeniji, 81st ranked, 43 there, PFF, and just I mean, even not everybody loves PFF grades, but the amount of sacks that he gave up, he gave up more sacks in a season than probably Kappa has his entire career.
Right. And I mean, and the thing, look, let's say that the draft works out and Lindenbaugh falls.
Yeah, Tyler Lindenbaugh from Iowa.
I would say his name, Lindenbaugh. Let's just say he falls there. Well, hell, I'm drafting him, and you're kicking Koepka over to left guard, and
Karras, yeah,
or not Koepka, Karras, yeah, sorry, kicking Karras over to left guard, and dude, that's good. The one thing I would like the Bengals to do, not one thing, but one of the big things I want to do is we need to seal up or that right tackle. We need to figure out what they're going to do there. And from all indications, it looks like the Cowboys are going to release Leo Collins.
Yeah, there was a report. Somebody said on Twitter that they thought he would probably end up just being released on Wednesday, but they still said you never know. Kind of, maybe they're just throwing that out there, trying to draw up interest. We don't think the $10 million is a lot, but there's got to be something going on. There's some reason that we haven't heard of basically any trade market for him. So and I know as Bengals fans, we're like, oh well, we're kind of scared if he hits the free agent market come Wednesday, then anybody could get his services. Is he going to want 12 to 15 million per year for X amount of years and certain amount of guaranteed money? Who knows? But I think maybe he would even take a shorter deal since he's played under Pollock before. And people like Duke Manyweather said, that they would be interested in, Lyle Collins has a lot of respect for Frank Pollock and would be interested in, a reunion with him. So maybe he would take a 1-year prove-it deal if he becomes a free agent. 1 year, 8-9 million. Like, that, sign me up for that all day, every day.
Yeah, and the thing is, because you got say what you want about Isaiah Prince, you got him, and you got Deontay Smith in the background, who if they can improve enough over 1 year, they eventually could be our right tackle of the future. But I don't want to, like I've said this before, I don't want to rely on that this year. Maybe next year we'll see how that goes. That's why I'd like to get Lyle Collins. If they don't, I'm okay with signing Riley Reef. To be honest, Riley Reef was fine.
Augie's comment real quick, I just happened to see because that was a little before we went live. The Bucks did re-sign Carlton Davis, 3 years, $45 million. So I seen somebody said they think Giselle is probably paying some of this money for the guys they're bringing back.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, Charles gave me a $2 super chat. I said I don't want to talk about the Reds, but you gave me a $2 super chat.
He's forcing you.
I got to talk about them. What are the Reds doing? The ownership needs to sell. I agree with you, Charles. I don't know what in the hell they're doing.
Sell the team, Bob. Sell the team.
Look, I told Dale this before we went on. I said, look, I kind of understood last time we rebuilt it because a lot of guys are getting to the end of the contracts. They're getting, or they weren't going to be able to afford. They literally were not going to be able to afford everybody. I understood that. You're trading Jesse Winker in the prime of his freaking career.
Prime of his career, just went to his first All-Star game. You're not bringing back another All-Star in Castellanos. You're getting rid of one of your best pitchers in Sonny Gray. Sell the I'm going to censor myself. Team, Bob, sell it.
Why are you trading Jesse Winker? That doesn't make any he doesn't make that much money. He wants to stay here. And you're not
he's killing our good vibes. This was going to be a good vibe episode, and here we are, both just yelling into the abyss about damn Bob Castellini. Fucking not. Oh, sorry, I couldn't censor it that time. Not spending any money, getting rid of all the good players. What a piece of crap. I'm sorry.
It's all Charles. I did that for $2. I appreciate it, Charles. I appreciate it, though, Charles.
Yeah, you're cheap, man.
Well, I'm a cheap date.
Imagine what this man would do for $3.
Oh my goodness. All right. So where are we at? Okay. So back to the Bengals here. So they signed 2 interior offensive linemen. To me, I think we're both in agreement. They have to do something at right guard. Now, now let's talk about cornerback. JC Jackson's gone and Davis, right? They're both gone.
Yeah. Davis is gone.
I've maintained that I don't think they're going to sign one, but that's what I said. I said it depends on what to do in free agent. The way they play this free agency, well, they might now because there's Linebacker if he drops.
I think it kind of still depends. They may be out there looking for one more lineman, whether that be a left guard like an Andrew Norwell or a right tackle. If it's Collins, if he becomes a free agent, or Darrell Williams was released by the Bills, and I know he's getting a little older, but still a solid player. Morgan Moses is a guy we've talked about. Trent Brown, guy we've talked about. Those are all right tackle options. So if they would decide to go that way, then, then they're probably not bringing in a corner. I think Eli Apple probably comes back no matter what. It's just, does he come back as depth?
Well, the thing is, I think they might, if they do sign a corner, it's going to be one of the lower tier guys, I think, what we talked about before.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't know. Chances they sign Collins. That's a tough question because if he hits that free agent market, you just don't know. Does all of a sudden people that missed out on this top tier of linemen be like, shit, we need to pivot and we need to go get Collins because we came away empty-handed on Scherf and Tomlinson and Kappa, and I've heard nothing about Corbett yet, but that's another guy still out there, James Daniels. So.
Tomlin, I think he got signed by the
Tomlinson, the Jets, I believe.
Jets,
Tomlinson signed with the Jets. Scherf went to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are protecting Lawrence.
Dude, they spent a lot of money, and were they the ones that gave a ton of money to the wide receiver from Arizona?
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk. which Jesse Bates is better than he is. I mean,
well,
they
he's
gave him a hell of a lot of money.
And it's no disrespect to Christian Kirk, the player, but the amount of money they gave him was astronomical.
Right.
He got the production, I think it was Jay Morrison that posted. The production was almost the same as Tyler Boyd his first 3 seasons or something like that. But the amount of pay that those guys, Jesse's contract where he signed 4 years, $40 million. This guy, I think he got, what was it, like $82 million? He got like double Tyler Boyd.
Something like that. There's been so many numbers jumping around today. I can't. I have a hard enough time keeping the Bengals one straight here. So, all right, Keith here says, just know that there was a report that the Bengals have said they are done drafting O-lineman projects. The last play of the Super Bowl isn't sitting well with the front office. Well, I don't think Linebaugh is the project. I mean, that's if they get him, he's not a project. He's I think a plug and play center.
I'm looking on Twitter. This guy, I mean, he's verified. I don't know. Joe Goodberry retweeted it. Doug Kyed. I'm not going to mispronounce his name. I'll just spell it. But he says Alec Kappa's 4-year, $35 million deal. So that's even less than what we initially heard was 4 years, $40 million. $9 million signing bonus, $11 million in total guarantees. So once again, low guaranteed money. Which I mean, I know that's what they want. And then he's got a $1 million Pro Bowl incentive for every year of his deal. So that's sources are telling PFF Brad those numbers. So that actually comes in a little lower than what we thought.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Bengals want. That's their, and he's the right age group. They don't want, and that's what I keep saying about Jesse Bates. They don't want to do guaranteed money. And look at the contracts they signed. That's what I keep saying. I think this is what's holding the Jesse Bates deal up. So, we'll see. I mean, but yeah, but the thing is, these are really smart contracts. They're really smart money for the Bengals because they still have a ton of money to go do stuff. They still have money to go sign, a right tackle or sign another interior lineman, sign a cornerback. They got
but okay. So let's say, and I'm not calling them cheap at all because they've really proven us wrong these last few years. I mean, a few years ago, I probably would have been sitting on here cynical as could be at the first day of free agency going, come on. Stop sitting. We'd be putting out articles about how much we're kicking the tires on D-list free agents. It would drive me crazy.
Right.
But, they're going out, they're spending money. They're first signing, like we talked about, they're making the big announcements right away. So, I mean, I can't call them cheap, but when they save some money, a little bit money here or there with Alex Kappa or Ted Karras, with some of the guaranteed money and stuff like that, then they can step up when Larry Ogunjobi gets a 4-year, or was it 3 years, $40 million? I think Ogunjobi got. They could step up and pay BJ Hill 3 years, $30 million. I don't think they wanted to go that high, but
they had to. They had to keep him.
They weren't going to let both of those guys go and have that big void on our defensive line. So thank you, Mike Brown, Katie Blackburn, Troy Blackburn. Thank you guys for spending money.
Adam Schefter just tweeted us out. Goodberry retweeted. Evan Ingram intends to sign a 1-year, fully guaranteed $9 million deal that could go to $10 million with incentives with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You got me a little excited there for a minute because Evan Ingram's pretty good pass catching tight end. I kind of had an eye on him. I thought he might be a guy signing a 1-year deal, and that would be on top of CJ for me. But yeah, Jaguars are loading up. Good, that's what they should do when you have a young quarterback that won a rookie contract.
They're spending money left and right. They're ridiculous. But I mean, that's what you want to do. I mean, if I was a Jaguar fan, I'd be going freaking nuts. I'd be ecstatic about what they're doing.
I mean, minus the Christian Kirk contract details, you're adding talent. Like that's all you can ask for.
I'm reading something for Andrew Russell at PFF.
Sorry, we got any question? Yeah, Richard, I agree. I hate to lose Larry O, but they did step up and they signed BJ Hill. So, kudos for that. And BJ Hill was coming on strong, and he showed that he could handle more snaps because he had to when Larry O went down in that playoff run.
Yeah, I think BJ's a little more consistent. I think Larry has more potential. But, I mean, I think we're all in agreement that they probably weren't going to sign both of them. They were going to sign one or the other. And I've went on record as I would sign BJ. That's the one I would sign. And I love this. Nothing against Larry. I just think BJ at this point is more consistent than Larry is.
A little more consistency on his tackling. He's not the pass rusher that Ogunjobi is, but he's solid as a pass rusher, and he probably gives you the more sure tackling, so the better run defender.
Yeah, Foxy's right. J.C. Jackson charged $82.5 million over 5 years, $40 million guaranteed.
Yeah, we're never going to touch $40 million guaranteed.
No,
so I never believed any rumors about J.C. Jackson, but honestly, I thought J.C. Jackson would probably get 50 or 60 million. And Malik Wright was tweeting that he said he turned down more money from other teams to go play with the Chargers. I mean, he still got paid. Let's not act like 82 million. What a team player. He really wanted to go there. I'll turn down 82 million. Anybody's got it. I don't care.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean,
I love the Bengals, but I don't want to say that. That'd be on the internet forever if I was going to regret what I was going to say.
But the Chargers they're going to be no joke, dude. This AFC is going to be no freaking joke to try to win it this year. Chargers, they got Khalil Mack, they got J.C. Jackson now. They already have Boza. They're going to be no joke, dude. It's going to be
awesome.
And
they said they're not done. So it's like they're coming for sure.
Bill Jordan says he's thinking Karras is going to be a left guard, not center.
I don't know. We don't know. I think the draft could make that choice, like Jeff was talking about. If Linderbaum slides at 31 and he's a center, well, hell, I'm taking Linderbaum, who's a top 15 talent. It's just not everyone needs center. Center's not valued always like it. Some other positions.
I would say, or if one of the top guards drops there too, they could take that, and put him. I can't think of any.
Zion Johnson or Kenyon Green.
There you go. Yeah.
If one of those guards drop, then I sign them. Bam! I plug them in at left guard, and Karras stays at center. Right. So,
or
it gives them flexibility now.
Or they said they draft a cornerback at 31, and they go get a right tackle. Riley Reeve or somebody like that, and Hopkins is still your center, and Karras and Kappa are your left and right guards. I mean,
I still think Hopkins gets cut unless he restructures. That's just my gut feeling. I have no information on that.
I am just throwing stuff out there. I like it because it's flexibility that the Bengals didn't have. What Karras can do is so important for the Bengals that he could play 3 different positions and play them all at a high level is huge because we didn't have that at all last year, So if Captain's playing or like Karras, their names are too similar. If Karras is playing guard and whoever the center is gets hurt, he can slide over there or he can slide over to right guard or whatever. It gives us, flexibility
flexibility
we didn't have, right? And right there, that's worth the money right there.
Yep. And we just got a lot of options because we still think that Jackson Cartman's going to take a step, and he could play all over. He played tackle in college. So what's up, Huda88?
He says we still need another wide receiver. Who should they target? Again, that's another guy I think they might target in the draft. I really do.
Yeah, me too. I could see him unless they can find like a wide receiver in free agency, and I don't know this off the top of my head who it would be, but somebody that's like a punt or kick returner, pretty solid, proven guy, and that also is a wide receiver, then I could see maybe something like that. But if not, I think it'll probably come from the draft in the 4th, 5th round, somewhere in there.
Now, I do agree with Terry here. He said we still need depth at D tackle. I agree with him. We got to figure out somebody to try to come in for Larry O to do what BJ Hill did. BJ Hill's probably going to be next to DJ Reader now. So you got to have somebody behind him. That's what they got to try to find, which, hey, Duke pulled it off like right before the season started last year, and it was able to get BJ Hill. So he might be able to pull a trade off or get somebody. But that is something we definitely cannot forget about.
Yeah,
let's
for
see,
sure.
Mac here. He said I wouldn't mind bringing Trey back. I think he means you're talking about Trey Waynes.
Probably Trey Hopkins. What mind bringing
Trey Hopkins?
Trey back as a depth piece. And me neither. Hey, Trey Hopkins, great locker room guy. I just don't know that the Bengals will pay somebody $6 million to start the year as a bench player. Like that's just not something they typically do.
And another Dale here said it's another option at center is Bozeman. He's still out there.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought maybe that he would be a guy that we targeted. So, And the fact he's not off the market yet kind of surprises me because another guy similar to Ted Karras, left guard, center, he's played both. He's played both at a pretty decent level. So I don't know what the deal is with him, but such a similar guy to Karras that I don't know if they would go that route, but he's still out there.
Bill here says wide receiver said Jakeem Grant, wide receiver, punt returner, will be a nice, cheap depth piece. Yeah, and those
the
could
type
happen.
of guy that that I could see him going after.
That's not going to happen till probably next week. Those guys, or at least the end of this week. I think anyway. Oh, excuse me. Richard here says, Jeff Dale, what's the story on Cooper, wide receiver from the Cowboys?
The one that went to the Browns?
Yeah. Browns.
For basically a 5th round pick.
Right.
So, it's basically a salary dump for Dallas and great route runner, great player, young. But, now they lost Jarvis Landry. So, Jarvis Landry also great route runner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, are you just, you're getting a little bit younger. But when Jarvis Landry came to the Browns, he was supposed to be that same thing. Is Baker Mayfield still your quarterback?
That's what I was going to say. Is when you have Baker Mayfield your quarterback, it kind of makes the wide receivers not look as good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Beckham sure did look pretty daggone good before he got injured in that Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
But in Cleveland, for some reason, it wasn't working out.
I have no.
What's the common denominator?
Baker Mayfield. I don't know. I think he rubs people the wrong way. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Michael here says he said I'd like to get another cornerback. Well, me too. Which again, I think if they do, it's going to be a lower tier one. We're not getting one of these off the cuff guys right now. So you see anything?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Did you find something?
No, I was laughing at Joe Goodberry because I said the same thing before we went on. I said I'm probably going to have to mute like the word Reds or whatever on Twitter because it's killing my vibe. He just said the same thing.
I'm looking at my
questions in the chat I see about the Reds. I'm just like, man, I went on that rant. I'm done.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's a joke.
I see pictures of Jesse Winker and Gino, and I'm like, I don't even.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, Lindsay. Trubisky to the Squealers. I say good luck. Trubisky, he was supposed to be Tabarsky, with Dow Bears, and that didn't work out too good. So I don't know. Maybe I still think personally, I think if Kenny Pickett's there, I think the Squealers draft him, and I think.
Yeah, I don't think Trubisky will keep them from trying to find a long-term upgrade. Like I'm sure they plan on bringing him in, and it was like what, a 2-year contract. So even if
it's basically a one, it's 2-year with another option or something like that. So it's basically a 1 year.
He's a bridge quarterback, so they're wide open still for the draft at that point. Yeah. Derek thinks he's an upgrade for them. He thinks that Ben Roethlisberger was so bad, but Mitchell Trubisky's just not that good either.
Mitchell Trubisky's not that good. What cracks me up is he was like the number 1 free agent quarterback. He didn't do anything last year. He sat behind Josh Allen in Buffalo. He never even played. So I'm like, all right, I don't know.
Hey, you got to watch a good quarterback play good football. Maybe that will rub off on you somehow.
Right, exactly. I'm not sure if it works that way or not.
I don't think so.
He said, what if we sign Gerald Everett?
And he has the connection.
Yep.
I thought he could have been an option last year. I wouldn't say damn good. I'd say solid.
Well, now are you talking about signing him over CJ? Because I want to keep CJ.
It'd have to be, to me, it'd have to be both. I don't think he's that much of an improvement over him, first off. But I thought we could have brought him in last year because we still had CJ as well. He has that Rams connection, so he was there when Zach Taylor was there. So at least the familiarity with the system and things like that is already in place. But I don't know. I just think CJ will be back, and I think we'll look to the draft for another tight end.
Somebody tweeted me this out earlier, James Daniels and O.J. Howard.
James Daniels played best as a right guard for the Bears. As a center, he hasn't really done a whole lot, and I'm sure he could probably play I know the Bears just move him around a lot, but I think with the signings we made today, I don't see James Daniels really as an option anymore, but
I thought he might be because he was in the age group and the money tier that. Yeah. So that's right. I thought he might be. But like I said, I don't. To be honest, I think they might be done with interior alignment. I think they're trying to work on figure out what they're going to do with the right tackle. I think that's the next move and defensive tackle and cornerback. They might be trying to figure out what they're doing with that next. I mean, I'm sure they have a plan. They're not sitting there, okay, now what do we do? I'm sure they have a plan, but they're working on executing that. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I take that back. I think they're going to re-sign Quentin Spain. I do think that they're going to re-sign him. I think that's the other interior.
Winky face.
Yeah, winky face. That's where I think Hugh's kind of hitting at that. And I was trying to get him to tell me, but he wouldn't tell me. So
no,
I was not very happy. All right, Mac here. Just want to say this is the most exciting time to be a damn Bengals fans. They have really turned this boat around since Zach has been here. Exactly. And like I said, dude, 3 years ago, I never even paid attention to free agents because we never signed anybody. We never did anything.
We could tune in like 3 days after it started, and like I said, it'd be like, hey, we're kicking the tires on
right.
D-list free insert D-list free agent.
Now
tier 4 free agent, I should say. We do tiers. We got tiers from our guys Jake Lisco and Joe Goodberry. He's coming out with tiers.
Exactly. Now, bam. First tweet. Bengals sign Alex Koepka. Hell yeah. Ninja wants to know any word on Gronk. Yeah, Gronk is going to go back to Tampa Bay. I'll tell you that right now. He's going to go back to Tampa Bay. I'll be shocked if he plays anywhere else.
Yeah, gut feeling would be 95% Tampa Bay, but then you see people has asked, once again, Malik Wright that question like 10 times, and he's responded no, like flat out.
Yeah, he's not coming here.
I mean, everybody got excited because I think like Joe Burrow followed him on Instagram or something today. So it was like, oh, yeah. But those guys are probably just going to hang out.
Right. Would you want to go
hang out with Gronk?
Yeah, sign me up for that. I go party with Gronk one night.
You might be in Florida. You're getting ready to go on vacation. He might be down there.
There you go. I can go
hey, Gronk, if you're listening,
come hook
hit Jeff up. If you're...
Exactly. I'm the guy in the Jackpot Joey stuff. Okay, let's see here. Dale, what about making a trade for Laramie Tunsil? I don't think that one's going to happen either. To be honest, I think we have a better shot of Laramie Collins than we do Tunsil.
No, and I just seen like that the Texans released Marcus Cannon, who I feel like is getting up there in age. I think he was originally drafted by the Patriots, but another offensive tackle. So I don't know. I haven't heard much about Tunsil lately.
Yeah, Richard here says Gronk's going back to his boy. Yeah, that's what I think. I love this comment from Dean. He said they aren't sexy free agents, but they're glass eaters.
Glass eaters, baby.
Dude, we seriously need to have a shirt for just have the offensive line, all their numbers on them, just say glass eaters.
Well, and I mean, good Lord, Alex Kappa for the Buccaneers. Played through a broken arm
leg.
In 2019.
He tried to play the broken leg.
2019, he played with a broken arm through a game and didn't miss a game after that.
Right.
And then he tried to play when they played the Washington Commanders.
Yes. They were the Washington football team. And then.
And he tried to play through like he just wasn't going to tell anybody. Man's leg's broke, and he's like, "No, I'm good." And then it's like, "No, he literally cannot walk."
I'll just rub some dirt on it; it'll be fine.
Yeah. So he's definitely fits that definition, I'm sure, of what Pollock was talking about with the glass eater.
That's interesting. Bill says I don't see Q as a Bengal unless it's a 1-year deal or 3. LO wouldn't allow for Carmen to grab a spot. Well, the thing is, though, with NFL contracts, it's most of them aren't guaranteed. So you could sign.
Yeah, even the deals we signed, it's basically like, I can stay 3 years, but that don't mean nothing. Like the Karras deal, to me, 1 year, he's got $5 million guaranteed. So it's a 1-year deal. They could get rid of that if they wanted, I'm sure, after.
Jackpot Joey wants to know if we're okay. Of course we're okay. Why would we not be okay, Maddie? What's wrong?
Hillbillies, I'm offended.
I'm offended. Call me a hillbilly.
Yeehaw! Oh, we better not start impersonations. We'll end up circling around all the way to your Elmo.
Oh, God. That was very, very scary that night. All right, let's see here. Arrow really needs to comment as Arrow because I keep thinking it's you typing this, but
Yeah,
it's not.
I'm
It's
typing
Derek.
to myself. I'm asking myself questions.
Well, you did that before, okay?
It's the voices in my head asking the other voices.
Bengals approved. Bengals guard Alex Keppa deal for 4 years, $35 million. Base value pays $20 million over the first 2 years. Has a 1 year or $1 million Pro Bowl incentive each year. Hasn't made a Pro Bowl.
See, I'm not a cap expert, but man, they always front load these deals. So that's front loaded. The Karras deal's front loaded. BJ Hill's getting $15 million in year 1 of his $30 million. Yeah. So I need Andre Parada or Jake Lisco or somebody to tell me what we got left.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get Andre Parada. I actually want to get back from vacation. I'm trying to get him on. I actually, if you're covering the Bengals, like I tried to, I'll probably pick the worst week to go on vacation. But, I could still come on. I'm actually going to do a show Friday, for sure Friday. Because Joe Goodberry is actually, if I pinned him down, and he's going to come on my show Friday. And then he's going to be on your show Saturday. So he's going to have back-to-back.
What am I? I looked down my phone, and then I just hear, I'm going to pin this man down, and I'm going to force it. Calm down there, Deshaun Watson.
I said I was very happy I got Joe Goodberry on my show Friday. That's all I said.
Yeah, after I had him on it as a guest for Saturday, you come and you slide in there.
I literally just said that. Obviously, you were not paying attention to anything I said
at all. I was making sure we didn't miss anything. I want to be able to bring it up on here.
Oh, my God. Let's see here, Keith. And not to mention, Tom tried to keep Cap in Tampa. So he has to show how good Cap is. I think it's what Kapka. Because he was trying to get him, and he's already talking to the Bengals or something.
And then they're like boo-hooing on there, like the Bengals must have been tampering to sign that. It happens every year.
Yeah, I know. Like everybody does that. Don't give me that.
Give us this. It's never us. Let us have it this one freaking time, people. Right, exactly. We had that first signing. I was like, is this real life?
I know. Holy crap. Here, Haas says here, what free agent positions should they focus on the most on next? To me, it's right tackle or interior defensive lineman.
Or corner. I don't know if there's
corner, yeah.
I don't know if there's another D lineman. I don't know if there's another D lineman in free agency.
Let's just go get Chandler Jones. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's bring up the list of the top 10 free agents left, and let's go get 3 of them.
Exactly.
We're on a roll. Come on, let's keep it going. The Reds are killing the vibes, so we need the Bengals to keep the good vibes going.
Exactly. What is Derek making fun of me about? Bruce Koepka. He's a golfer. Alex Koepka. Yeah,
Brooks, and he even screwed it up. It's Brooks Koepka.
Brooks Koepka. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, trying to make fun of me. He didn't even say it right or type it right.
Yeah.
Did I say Bruce Koepka?
I don't know.
I meant Alex Koepka.
It's not Koepka. It's Kappa.
Cappuccino.
Put a kappa in that. Put a kappa in that ass. I tried to get that going. That didn't work.
But Malik's was a cup of coffee. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, it should have been a cappuccino. He goes, oh, that would be better.
No, well, he was saying that's what he was alluding to. He was trying to make it more difficult for people, which I don't know. I started thinking about Glen Coffee. I started thinking, all right, somebody's got a cool nickname, like their nickname's Coffee. Like I don't know.
The funny thing is, I had to go up one of our rental properties today, and I was driving up there, and right before I got to the park, or right until I got the garage or the driveway, I started looking at Twitter real quick. All right, I don't see anything yet. Okay, cool. I wanted to talk to my contractors and everything, and then they come back, bam! Everything blew up about Koepka. I said it again wrong. Dang, Koepka.
I at least love your loyal fans like Bill. They know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just ignore it. Yeah, he can't say the name's right. I work, but once I get it. I mess him up a lot. It's okay. I'm a semi-professional.
Hey, I can be the name guy. You can be the voice guy.
Hello, welcome to Bengals and Brews. I'm your host, Strawberry Ice. How are you? Dale, take it away.
Are you sure you don't want to break out your Elmo on your own show?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Elmo, it comes out after dark. We're good then.
Okay. You got to tune in to some of the after darks, especially me and Mr. Orange Arrow, Derek, plan on trying to be like a Saturday kind of evening, night, once a weekend podcast. But this weekend we have Joe Goodberry, even though Jeff tried to steal him on Friday. I've got him on Saturday at 8 o'clock.
I'm not stealing him. If I stole him, I would have him on Saturday. Okay. I have him the day before.
I know. You could have him the day after. Give me the no.
I don't do Sundays.
Joe is so knowledgeable that man could come on 100 shows and you would still learn something new. That's the great thing about Joe Goodberry. But then we're also going to have Zim on Sunday, Zim Houday. So,
all right, so
at Bengals and Brews, if you're not, I'm trying to plug, man.
I got to try to get Zim on Monday then, right? Or tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say you'll probably have him on Thursday at this rate. Slut.
All right. Well, I think we're going to roll on out of here because I want to get back to Twitter and try to find out what's going on.
You've been off of it? I haven't left.
I'm trying to run the show, Dale. It's kind of hard.
It is. Hey, I can speak from experience now with that. It's much harder when you're running the show and the comments and yeah.
Exactly.
I agree.
All right, I gotta go. Anyway, Dale, tell everybody your total a little bit. Tell about Bengals and Brews.
I was already plugging it.
Right,
but at Bengals Brews, please follow us on YouTube, Bengals and Brews.
And Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is just at Bengals Brews. No and in it.
Yeah, I took me a while to figure that out. I thought it was Bengals and Brews. Like, why isn't it coming up?
Yeah.
Bengals Brews. All right, brother. Let's hope they get a right tackle or something tonight. We'll see.
Hooday, everybody. Great day to be a Bengals fan.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoy that. Augie, when am I going to Florida? Tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Florida. So I'm definitely doing a show Friday, like I said, with Joe Goodberry. And if they do stuff, when the Bengals do some more free agent signing, I'll be tweeting out or retweeting or something. And I should be doing a show. Hopefully, we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna take my computer down to Florida, and we'll see what happens. What do you got here, Jeff? Like Collins? I'm going to call it and say the Bengals will sign Collins. Well, they got the Cowboys got to release him first, and that won't happen until Wednesday. So we'll see. Appreciate you, Augie. Thanks, brother. Hooday, Dale. Hooday. All right, let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. And as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got Hooday Nation, Hooday Legion, and always, I think every single one of the Bengals groups that let me live stream on there. There's so many of them I can't name them, so I appreciate you guys. Let me put my show out there. You can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Turnipole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I will be pulling off the Saturday later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. So if you missed anything of what me and Dale were talking, we're just recapping the free agency. Epic day of free agency for the Bengals. I think one of the best days ever for the Bengals in free agency. I mean, I kept telling you guys this. They have to spend money on the two positions that they don't. That's safety with Jesse Bates, no matter what, he's franchise tag. They got to spend $13 million. Hopefully they'll sign him. They got to spend money on an interior lineman. They got two of them. They got two pretty good ones. And I love the flexibility that we have with these guys. So get a right tackle. Like I said, bring back Riley Reef. I'm good with that. We'll see what happens. So like I said, check out the podcast later on. It's on BPod, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. Tell your friends about my podcast. Tell your friends about my YouTube channel. YouTube, I'm at 1,500 and was it 20? What is it? 29? Yeah, I'm at 29 now. 1,529. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm trying to roll to 2,000 as fast as I can. Hopefully before football season starts. That would be great. So YouTubers, you're my originals. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you check it out on podcasts, if you follow my Twitter, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram or any of that stuff, I appreciate you guys seriously because, like I said, none of you guys paid attention to me. There'd be no reason to do this. I have so much fun doing this. I love interacting with you guys, and this is just a blast. I've always wanted to do this. I went to school to learn how to do this, and anyway, if you watch the show long enough, you've heard my my spiel about that. So I really, really do enjoy this, and I love it that you guys like watching the show. So tomorrow, I might do a show. I might not. Blake Jewell said he'd come on. If I can work it out, I'll try to come on tomorrow, but we'll see. But other than that, that's why you got to make sure you subscribe to the channel, because you never know when we're going to go live sometimes. Other than that, as you know, that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. In the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who that, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes be tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move dancing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo bottle, never stopping till the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin'